I still remember the exact sound of the bank notification hitting my phone. It was 6:14 in the morning. Rain tapped softly against my kitchen window while I packed my daughter Emma's lunch for school. Peanut butter sandwich, apple slices, the same little note I'd left in her lunchbox. Since third grade, proud of you, always love, Mom. My phone buzzed again. At first I ignored it. I thought it was another spam email or one of those useless payment alerts. Then I saw the number 0. My stomach dropped so fast, I nearly collapsed against the kitchen counter. No. I refreshed the app 3 times with shaking hands. 23 years of savings gone. Every overtime shift, every second job, every birthday where I told Emma maybe next year, sweetheart, every sacrifice gone. I called the bank immediately. The woman on the phone sounded nervous before she even finished verifying my identity. Mom, the withdrawal was authorized yesterday afternoon. Authorized by who? There was a pause, then she said the name. I prayed I'd never hear again. Daniel Harper, my ex-husband, the man who disappeared 8 years earlier after cheating on me with his coworker while I was recovering from surgery, the same man who missed birthdays, school plays, parent-teacher conferences, the same man who once told Emma on the phone, Daddy's busy right now, before vanishing for 6 straight months, and now he had stolen her future. I couldn't breathe. Emma walked into the kitchen wearing her oversized school hoodie, earbuds hanging around her neck. Mom, I quickly wiped my face. Everything's fine, baby, but she knew instantly. Kids always know what happened. I tried speaking calmly, but my voice cracked. The college fund, it's gone. Emma froze. What do you mean gone? I looked at her, and for the first time since she was little I had no answer that could protect her. Your father took it. The silence after that felt unbearable. She didn't cry, that was the worst part. She just slowly sat down at the table like someone had pulled the air out of her lungs. Then she whispered something I'll never forget. He promised he wouldn't hurt us anymore, and that sentence shattered me completely because despite everything, despite all his lies, Emma still wanted to believe her father loved her. I contacted the police that same day, but legally Daniel's name had remained attached to the account from years earlier, a technicality, a loophole, a betrayal hidden inside paperwork. I never thought to revisit after the divorce. The officer sounded sympathetic, but his words felt like knives. It may be considered a civil matter, civil, like stealing your daughter's entire future was some polite disagreement. That night I sat awake in bed staring at the ceiling, while Emma pretended to study in her room. Pretended, because every few minutes I heard her crying quietly, trying not to let me hear. I hated him for that more than the money. Then 3 days later, Daniel showed up at our front door like nothing happened. He stepped out of a brand new black SUV wearing expensive sunglasses and a tailored coat. His hair was slicked back gold. Watch, smug smiled, the same smile he wore when he lied. Emma saw him through the window first. Her entire body stiffened. Why is he here? Before I could answer, Daniel knocked twice and walked inside without waiting. Relax, he said casually. I'm not here to fight. I stared at him in disbelief. You stole from your daughter. He sighed dramatically like I was inconveniencing him. It was technically my account too. Emma stood frozen near the staircase. He finally looked at her. There's my girl. She didn't move. Daniel shoved his hands into his coat pockets. I needed the money temporarily. 23 years of savings. He rolled his eyes. You're being emotional. That sentence ignited something dangerous inside me. Get out. But instead of leaving, he smiled. You know what's funny? You always acted like you were better than me. Meanwhile, you raised Emma to hate her own father. Emma suddenly spoke. You disappeared. Daniel's expression shifted instantly. Manipulative, smooth. I had problems, sweetheart, adult problems you wouldn't understand. You missed my graduation meeting. I was working. You forgot my birthday. I sent money. You stole my college fund. That one hit him for half a second. His mask cracked. Then he laughed. Y'all survive. Plenty of kids take loans. Emma looked at him like she was finally seeing the truth for the first time, not the fantasy, not the father she hoped existed, the real man standing in front of her. And honestly, I think that hurt her more than the money. Daniel eventually left after threatening lawyers and accusing me of turning Emma against him. The second the door closed, Emma ran upstairs. I found her sitting on her bedroom floor, clutching an old photo of the 3 of us from when she was 5. I kept thinking maybe he'd change. She whispered. I sat beside her quietly. Then she looked at me with tears streaming down her face. But good fathers don't do this, do they? I couldn't lie anymore. No, sweetheart, they don't. Over the next 2 weeks, things got worse. Daniel posted vacation photos online from Las Vegas luxury hotel suites, champagne casino tables. He was spending Emma's future like it was a joke. People in town started whispering. After mutual friends saw the posts, some defended him, others pitied us, but none of them understood the real damage. Emma stopped talking about college entirely. Her dream school brochures disappeared From her desk she quit the debate club, stopped laughing, stopped singing. While doing homework it felt like Daniel hadn't just stolen money, he stole her belief that hard work mattered. Then one Friday night Emma knocked softly on my bedroom door holding her phone. "Mom, I need to show you something." Her voice sounded strange, nervous. I sat up immediately. "What is it?" She handed me the phone. "There's a recording." I frowned. "What recording?" Emma swallowed hard. "The day Dad came here, I accidentally recorded part of the conversation." I pressed play. At first, it was muffled audio from her hoodie pocket. Footsteps, voices, then Daniel's voice became crystal clear, and what he said next changed everything. "I deserve that money after everything your mother put me through." Then another sentence, one that made my blood run cold. I only came back because I knew the account still had my name attached. I looked at Emma in shock. The recording continued. "You think I care about college? Most people fail anyway." Then laughter, actual laughter. Emma was crying silently beside me now. But the worst part came at the end. Daniel's voice lowered. "If this works out, I might come after the house next." I stopped the recording. Immediately my hands were shaking, because suddenly this wasn't just selfishness, it was intent, premeditated manipulation, and for the first time in weeks I saw something new in Emma's eyes, not sadness. "Resolve, what do we do?" she asked quietly. I stared at the phone. Then I said 4 words Daniel never expected to hear. "We expose him publicly." The next morning, I contacted a lawyer, not the cheap local attorney I originally considered. A real shark, a woman named Vanessa Cole, who specialized in financial abuse cases. The second she heard the recording, her entire expression changed. "Oh," she said calmly. "He's in trouble." Apparently Daniel's own words created evidence of deceptive intent, tied to the account access. Vanessa moved fast, very fast. Within days, legal notices hit Daniel's doorstep. Emergency motions, asset freezes, investigations into fraudulent withdrawal behavior. Turns out Daniel had already spent most of the money gambling, and casinos leave trails, digital trails. The man who thought he was untouchable had documented his own destruction across half of Las Vegas. Then came the moment that truly destroyed him. Emma posted the recording online, not the full version, just enough, 1 minute and 42 seconds. No dramatic editing, no revenge speech, just Daniel's own voice, cold, arrogant, cruel. The internet did the rest. Within 24 hours, the clip spread across local community pages, then parenting forums, then TikTok. People were furious, especially fathers, especially divorced parents, who sacrificed everything for their kids. Daniel's employer suspended him 2 days later, apparently. Companies don't love viral audio of executives bragging about stealing from their daughters, but the real moment of justice came 1 week later. We were sitting in court during the emergency hearing when Daniel walked in looking completely different. No designer confidence, no smug smile, no expensive sunglasses. He looked terrified. Vanessa presented the recording, then the financial trail, then screenshots of his Vegas spending spree. Daniel tried interrupting 3 separate times. The judge shut him down every single time. Finally, the judge looked directly at him. "Mr. Harper, your conduct toward your daughter is reprehensible." I watched Daniel's face collapse, not because of guilt, because for the first time in his life consequences had finally arrived. The court ordered immediate repayment structures, asset seizure reviews, and temporary restrictions on several of his remaining accounts, but honestly none of that mattered most because beside me, Emma finally looked peaceful again, not happy, healing. "There's a difference." After court, we walked outside into the cold afternoon air. Emma squeezed my hand. "You know what's weird?" she said softly. "What? I don't miss him anymore." And somehow that sentence felt bigger than the entire lawsuit. Months later, life slowly started rebuilding itself. Emma earned scholarships, her debate coach helped her reconnect with college applications, community donations poured after people heard her story, but she refused most of them. "I want to earn my future," she told me. "That's my daughter, strong, even after someone tried to break her." Daniel eventually lost almost everything. His job, his reputation, most of his friends. Turns out people don't trust a man who steals from his own child. Funny how that works, but the biggest loss wasn't financial, it was Emma, because now when she talks about family, she never mentions him anymore, and honestly he earned that silence. Sometimes revenge isn't screaming, sometimes it's truth, quiet, recorded, impossible to deny, and sometimes the people who destroy themselves the fastest are the ones who think nobody's listening. If this story touched you, like and subscribe, because somewhere out there someone else is surviving a betrayal they never deserved, and maybe hearing this reminds them they're not alone.